IDF troops mistakenly opened fire and killed 3 hostages during Gaza battles, spokesman says.
This post received a score of 9,000, with an upvote ratio of 89%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
They survived 70 days as hostages just to die to friendly fire. What a heartbreaking tragedy.
Oh God. I can only imagine how much optimism they felt.
Probably very little.
Does anyone know why this story has been labeled, not appropriate subreddit?
You know why. We all know why at this point.
There will be no winners. Only casualties.
Give me a ping Vasili. 1 ping only, please.
What a horrible mistake.
Turns out shooting unarmed people isn't good rule. Echoes of Vietnam. Did we learn nothing?
We didn't learn anything from even the Holocaust, let alone Vietnam War.
This is heartbreaking. On Shabbat no less. I have to wonder how this happened.
I heard first-hand stories, where the command is. There shouldn't be anyone in here, see something suspicious, then shoot? Probably stumbled against them, the soldier panicked, understandably, and shot. Nonetheless, it's still a horrible situation.
This situation makes me wonder how many innocent Palestinian men died because they were unfortunate to run into IDF soldiers. It seems like a shoot first, leave the questions to someone else issue.
I encourage you to continue thinking about that. The policy is literally that they issued an order to evacuate, so anyone who couldn't automatically becomes a combatant. The focus has been on reporting the deaths of women and children because that's what generates the strongest reaction, but many innocent men are being killed too.
Indeed, there are 1,000s and 1,000s of completely innocent poor men that are just being butchered in the region while the world doesn't bat an eye to their unjust demise.
The Israeli-Palestinian conflict is the top world news story and the priority of the UN. The world is a harsh place, but this war gets far more attention than most.
The only reason we're hearing about these civilians' mistakes is because they're Israeli. I'd be very curious to know how many innocent Palestinians have been killed in the same manner. From listening to some ex-IDF soldiers involved in cast lead and protective edge, it sounds like the rules of engagement were such to assume anyone in hostile areas of Gaza were valid targets.
In other words, assuming everyone is a combatant and treating them as such will make them act like combatants over time. Another example of these kind of aggregate psychological shifts. This British psychologist Stephen Riker writes about how this happens with crowds interacting with police. Once police start treating the whole crowd as potential rioters or looters or criminals and declare the demo illegal, begin to use force. Then Riker shows that the crowd does begin to develop a sense of collective identity, an anti-policing identity. In other words, treating a group of people a certain way indiscriminately can unite them against you very rapidly.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.